Greetings everyone, this is Billy Cultist, yet again. And if you have clicked on this video, you have clicked on something that is somewhat experimental. We often do 2 videos on the weekend, which the one is always usually a dreams tutorial, and the second one could be up in the air. And so this is going to be the second one, and very up in the air, experimental. I decided I would get on No Man's Sky a little bit, and we will test out the new ship that I have acquired from the recent Cursed expedition, which is, I think, still active in No Man's Sky. But if you complete that expedition all the way, if you're a No Man's Sky owner or enjoyer or what have you, you could acquire this spacecraft, which is unique as a reward for that expedition's completion. The spacecraft will not be called the Diabetes Machine. That is a custom name that I applied to it myself. It's also a reference to the late Wilfred Brimley and his part in the movie The Thing, which I may explain a little later on in more detail as we get going. But I figure I'll take that ship for a spin this day, and we will fly off to one uncharted star system, and we will rate the planets. I will explore planets and I will rate them with my own personal and self-approved rating system. It'll be wonderful. First, I'm going to duck into my copper mine, which is always mining for the good of society. And I'm going to take, because it has acquired quite a bit of activated copper, I'm just going to get that real quick before we set off. Like and subscribe. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for sure, because you know, it doesn't matter what you see. The channel's good and everything we do is great. It's great. And wonderful. I have OCD about saving, so before we take off I will save. Let me know if you like this. You know, this is experimental. We usually do dreams tutorials and stuff. But you know, if you enjoy this video, which at the moment is kind of going to be acting as a placeholder more than anything else, let me know. Because we will maybe do this again sometime if you do enjoy this, if enough people do, you know. Give me 100 likes or something. You know, 23 skidoo or whatever. Guys, let's go. Yeah, fellow kids. But, yeah, if you show your appreciation, we'll may do this again. Now, I'm going to get the galaxy map so we can choose some place to go to. As you can see, I have been to a number of these locations already, so we need to find one that I have not been. This one looks nice. No, it is dissonant. I don't like this. I'm looking for water. That's good. It only has 3 planets, though. Let's try and get more. Again. 2 planets. That's even worse. Okay, that's 4 planets. That's decent. I'll try for 5. Well, that has a couple of moons. That could be promising. Around one larger planet. That's 5 bodies. 2 moons and 3 planets. So that's a good one. We'll go there. Let's boot the warp drive. Anyway, I suppose I should discuss why this is all happening. Oh, as well, you may be able to forgive, and if you very readily would, please excuse if my voice sounds funky today. I have the thing in my nose. And the thing, I'm not going to go into detail on what the thing is and its purpose, but it is for my health, and I need to have it in my nose. And so it can cause my voice to sound like that of a strange hog. Possibly, but... Oh, there's a pirate attack. But yeah, that's... If you detect anything strange in my torpedo voice... This is a good chance to test these weapon systems on this new ship. And compare them to my living ship, which I also have a living ship in my retinue of vehicles in this game. I don't find this ship's firepower, which, by the way, I have not added any improvements to it yet, so that may be the answer. But I certainly don't find it to be as good as the living ships. Which it struck me that the living ship had quite a lot of excellent firepower, even when it was brand new and I had not upgraded it. Still though, this ship is definitely decent. There's no... We're going to crash here, if I'm not careful. I believe we lodged on something. I'm trying to go for the engines. When you're fighting these massive pirate vehicles in No Man's Sky, the easiest thing to do is to sneak inside the shields and take out the warp engines. That way they cannot jump to hyperspace. And you could be allowed to easily disable them and claim the prize. Right, so the warp was disabled. Now the next thing to do is to go for all the large cannons. That would be these. This may be the last one. Okay, Dreadnought defeated. Well then, let us go inboard and greet the captain. As I'm sure he will be pleased, thrilled beyond words to see me. I'm probably just going to take his money. You can take the ship, but I see no reason to take the ship. Unless it is of a high tier compared to the pirate dreadnought that I currently own. I sort of made a goof here in taking the stairs. There is a warp platform available to use. However, it didn't take that long. Captain is ready to speak. Ask for mercy. Well, let's see. What is the state? No, it is C-class. That is nothing better than what I already have. Then I will demand tribute. And I just made around $6 million. Units in No Man's Sky, but we'll go by American currency. Why not? Yes, things have been weird this week on the channel for our team. Jimmy has been, I think I mentioned this in the previous video, the Dreams tutorial that I made, but I'm kind of filling in for him in many ways because he has suffered greatly under the strain of dental surgery. I'm exaggerating slightly. He is in no seriously bad condition, and he is on the road to recovery, though he's not in great condition to make videos, so here I am. Unknown planet. Let's get to exploring these planets. It is a glacial planet. Before we touch down on that yonder frost-ridden sphere, I would like to note that I generally abhor star systems that have this hideous orange color, or yellow, or lime green, or red, or purple. I tend to only approve star systems that have something from a very dark, almost black blue, to a teal kind of color. But generally, I will stay far afield of places like this. But for the sake of the video, and this is what we got, we will do what we can with it. Now, the planet, as far as I can see here from outer space, looks like it might be very good. It does have a blue atmosphere, apparently, which is good. That means you get a blue sky. We will have to see, though. With ice worlds, I'm often disgusted by the type of flora. So we'll have to see about that. Also the geography, as we come into view of it. This geography is reasonable, this topology, but I don't tend to like these things, although I can accept them if they're attached to the ground much easier than I can accept things like this, which I call floaters. This one seems to be attached to the ground, so that's positive. But in No Man's Sky, I tend to completely despise floating landmasses like that. That for me knocks down my rating of this planet. The topology is not good if you've got floaters. If it weren't for that, this does have a nice topology, but now as far as we'll land here briefly and inspect the flora closer. This is actually decent flora for an ice world. That is, it looks evergreen. Very good. I don't know if all of the plants here are like that, but the trees do appear to be majority of this evergreen type of format, which is excellent for an ice world. If only the planet was not ruined by the topology. It does have good color, though. Also, at night, like I said before, the star system's general ambient light, that orange, sickly orange color that I was talking about before, that is going to affect how the sky looks at night. The night sky is going to look more disgusting for that fact. So that's going to take this planet's rating down. These creatures look interesting, though. I have seen that format, that two-legged bipedal chicken format many times, but the structure's quite different. Yeah, it's a shame about the topology and the star system itself. The sky, excellent color for an ice world. And the trees, the flora, actually very good for an ice world. Oftentimes, I find ice worlds have what I would consider to be abhorrent flora that does not go well at all with an ice world. But we will fly yet again into space. I'd give this ice world probably a 5. It's taken down by the fact that, like I said, this night sky is going to be really hideous, and additionally the topology is hideous. Anyway, let me know what you think of topology, if you have anything to do with No Man's Sky whatsoever, in the comments. Incandescent planet. That could be quite promising. We'll go there next. Okay, so we're on our way. I've got to say, I'm really excited for the new Monster Hunter game, to be honest. And that's something, because In recent years, I'm honestly not very excited for new video games at all. I just don't find anything that looks good or interesting to me anymore, oftentimes. Well, this is something. But this Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter Wilds, looks quite good. Alright, this planet I can already tell I'm not in high approval. Just try to find a spot to land the buggy. And by buggy, I'm referring to the ship. Although this game does have actual buggies. This looks like a nice place to set down. Although, no. Well, we made it. Alright then. Grab some sodium. I'm actually low on sodium of late. I think the expedition took a lot of sodium out of me. I abhor red skies, usually. There are certain situations in which they could function well, but in this case, no. The geography is actually decent. The topology... There are no floaters. The hills are decent. Decent topology. The terrain coloration and the flora coloration. This planet is just... I find it garish and ugly to look at. I'm also a little bit surprised, as if I'm remembering correctly from just a few minutes ago, when I scanned it from orbit, it said it was incandescent. Although it appears to be an infernal planet, that is, high temperature, a fire planet. This is evidenced by these sparks and such. Typically, though, an incandescent planet in this game, I have found, is home to lush vegetation and often a lot of mushrooms, a lot of large mushrooms. So I'm surprised. Something seems off. There's not much to see here, though. It is not a strikingly beautiful planet, and it's not even what I would call mid. I would put this planet probably a 3. And frankly, the fact that the night sky is going to look probably ugly, too. Although, to be honest, that orange night sky might work well for a fire world, so maybe I should hold that against it. What is this? Looks like there's water there. So, I'd like to scan it. We certainly have not been there. A basalt planet. We just saw the continents clip out of existence and clip back in. Basalt. I'm not familiar with the basalt, but it looks like we have a yellow or orange atmosphere and yellow or orange water. That could lead to a decent unification of color, depending. We'd have to find out what kind of... Oh no. Alright. So, a basalt planet that is apparently a sort of volcanic planet. Now, I find these volcanoes to be somewhat hideous myself. Oh, that's interesting. Although it's not going to be usable because of the way it has spawned into that volcano. But I said these volcano planets with these set pieces, this volcano for example, I find these to be these things. Really ugly. Honestly, these planets are kind of interesting. I don't mind these trees. I mean, this is essentially a fire planet. Like the last one we were on. The color's yellow. The water's yellow, which that could work well for a fire planet. Because it has a sort of sulfurous aspect to it. And the topology is actually not bad. We've got kind of gentle hills and such, but like I said, these volcanoes sort of heavily do it in. Although, I'm going to say that for this system, since we've got a night sky that's orange like that, which, as I said before, that would go really well with a fire planet like this one. Because this one's already orange in almost every aspect of the daylight, so a night sky that is orange would go really well with it. But those volcanoes are messing up the excellent topology and other aspects of this. So, again, I think I'm going to have to put this planet as just like a 5, probably no more than that. Maybe a 6, because it does have a lot of unity in all those aspects, so maybe a 6. Let's try and get the rest. First, though, let's see what we've got. So according to this, we've been to 2 planets. I thought I'd been to 3, but... Glacial planet. Well, that's not where we need to go. Incandescent. We have been to the glacial planet. And we have been to the incandescent planet. And now that planet. So we have been to 3. Let's explore this radioactive moon. This could work out really well. Radioactive, like fire, that's another biome that could go well with this kind of hideous orange night sky situation that we have. Although, as I approach, I'm seeing that it appears the day sky will be a green color, or a teal color. I could be wrong, though. I don't think I'm wrong. That's unfortunate. I think it would have been better had it been yellow. But let's get down and see what this is like. The topology is very good. I like this topology. I'm trying to decide what I think of the flora. I think I like the flora alright for what it is. That is, for a radioactive gamma planet. We'll hop out and take a look on foot. I don't think I even exited the vehicle on that last fire planet. That's how enchanting it was, I suppose. Overall, this is not bad for a radioactive world. I would kind of prefer a more hostile environment, like almost constant storms. That's the kind of thing you get on a planet where there's an activated resource, such as copper or activated indium or what have you. The storms are very good for those hazard planets. The storms are very visually interesting. Although harsh. But, not too bad. And, the ugly night sky will probably go well with a radioactive world such as this. Topology, good. Flora, good. All in all, this may be the best one so far. I give it at least a 6. Now let's take off and let's try to find ourselves the rest of this system's components. Where are they? I think there's a moon back there somewhere, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll just see if it's behind this monstrosity. Yes, it is. Excellent. What have we got? Verdant. Alright, we've hit some kind of pay dirt. Verdant typically means there's going to be a lush environment there, and the colors are actually excellent from space. Very promising. It looks like it could have a blue atmosphere and a teal surface. I don't usually find moons with water. I don't know if it's possible for moons to have water at this point in No Man's Sky. Looks like I was right, though. It's a real shame now about the space situation with the horrible orange, because had space been a better color, this probably would have been an excellent moon. This is excellent. To me. Let's land. The topology is very good. Moons usually have very decent topology. Usually they're very promising for topology. Excellent. We've got this teal kind of grass. Most of the flora is teal, except for these. And they're not way off. They're just a kind of different shade of green. Unless, let me know in the comments. Is that green or yellow? Could be a yellowish green to me, but let me know what you think. And the atmosphere is also teal. Excellent color unity. I always love that in No Man's Sky, if there's a good color unity. Of course, probably a personal preference, but it just looks so much better to me than having clashing colors. You can sometimes find colors that are opposed, but, they work well together. What would you say, complementary? But if you can't find complementary, this is the best. Kind of a monochrome, all one color in general. As I said, when night falls, though, we're going to lose that. We're going to get that disgusting orange sky. I don't think that's going to look so great. We could actually test that out using the camera tool, because we can set the sun. Actually, it's not appearing as orange. That's interesting to me. That's not half bad, to be honest. I can see the sky's a little bit warm, brown color, sort of. A dark. But I don't see a lot of the orange. Perhaps it's only this hemisphere that the sky looks this good at night, but it's actually not bad. Yeah. Okay, so this moon is going to get a really high rating from me. What is that thing off in the distance there? I think that's just a tree trunk. Yes. But this is the most excellent moon right here for No Man's Sky. The topology is great. Look at this. Even the creatures are green. Very strange looking creature. I don't know what those split legs do for you, sir, but carry on smartly. Yes, this is an excellent... So far, this is the top in the system. This moon is going to receive 8 or 9. I don't know. I'd be between 8 and 9. Let me know in the comments what you think. You think 8 or 9? But very good. One of the best. Okay. We've got both moons, and I know there's only 2 in this system, and we've got the host planet. So have we gotten everything in this system? We may have. We may indeed have. Basalt. I was there. I went to both the moons. I went to the glacial planet. I think we've been everywhere because I know there's only 3 main planets and the 2 moons. Yes, we've been everywhere. And I never touched down on the basalt planet and walked, and that's why it's not showing it as having been visited. But yes, I did inspect it. So, that's this star system explored by me, the elite cultist, in No Man's Sky. Wow. Let me know in the comments if that was a lot of fun. And let me know your thoughts on whatever in the comments, I guess, since this is such a random, wacky video. And if you like this, like I said before, I may come back and do it again. Let it be known, though, that have no fear. If I was to do videos like this, that would not get in the way of our already normalized Dreams content. We would continue to do Dreams. We would not shut that down in any way. We are strongly attached to Dreams, and we enjoy it very much. And we would not cease to produce tutorials or content that is Dreams-based. So, have no fear there. If you like this, that it would be taking up space that would otherwise be something from Dreams. It won't interfere at all. I'll just maybe sometimes make something like this on the side. Like and subscribe. You know, all that social jazz stuff that we love and adore. If you want to, you could go and donate to us. There will be a link in the description to our coffee page where you could go and do monetary donations if you so see fit and desire to. We do appreciate those heavily as well if you're able to do that. And I will put the credits to our channel supporters up on screen. Now we've got only 2, but you 2 have been very faithful. Big shout out to Mr. Gumbit and Wally Shadow. Thanks very much. But anyway, this has been the ride of our lives here in this hideous orange star system made out of just the rejected soul of the most rotten orange in the state of Florida, or something of the nature of that. I don't know, but I don't know if Florida's known for oranges or not. I forget. I would think that was the case. But, oh, let me know too about Monster Hunter Wilds, what you think of that in the comments. Are you excited about the oncoming advent of it? How would you feel about an EDC team member playing that when it comes out? I mean, we don't have any special plans or certainties on that, but you never know what'll happen. Anyway, take care all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.